What's up, fellow Danik fans? It's Teak, and in this episode of Is It Profitable, we're going to go over something I've covered multiple times across both PoE1 and 2, logbooks. Last time I did a video on logbooks in PoE2, there was basically no profit to be found from running them outside of encountering the boss. And it was actually better just to open the logbook, check for bosses, and leave if there was no boss in the logbook. In 030, they moved the logbook boss to the realm gate, and chests inside logbooks drop shards instead now, which means that you aren't just looking for a jackpot, there's a consistent source of income from every logbook now. So to increase the amount of shards we get, there's a couple of things we can do, and we'll start with the actual logbook itself. On logbooks, there's two specific modifiers that are going to increase our splinter income directly. These mods are area contains X additional chest markers. This can roll anywhere from 8 to 16 additional chests, and from my experience, they have a decently high chance to be the chests that we're looking for. And the other mod that directly increases our splinter count, excavated chests have a chance to contain twice as many items. This can roll from 5 to 20% and will buff our splinter income a decent amount. There's also some that buff it indirectly, like explosive placement range, explosive radius, and increased number of explosives that will make it easier to get to those markers and to set up our remnants inside of the logbooks. In case you don't know how logbooks work, here are the fundamentals. You walk around the area placing explosives on things you want to excavate, whether that's monster markers, remnants, chests, or bonus map specific stuff like strong boxes or bosses. Every time you place an explosive, it benefits from whatever you selected previously in the chain. So the general strategy is to grab buffs from blowing up remnants and then excavate the juicy stuff like chests or monsters. In this one, we're going to be focusing on shards, so we're going to try to set up our chains to buff the shard chests as much as possible. And here's the shard chest icon. Speaking of remnants, as far as I can tell, there's only one remnant that actually matters when it comes to buffing our splinter count, and that's item quantity from excavated chests. It's possible that item rarity from excavated chests also affects it, but the data I have doesn't point to that being conclusive, so to keep it simple, we're going to skip over that for now until I find out more about that. Now let's quickly talk about how item quantity from excavated chests works with splinters. If you've ever ran a logbook, you may have picked up some quantity nodes and said to yourself, I don't see a direct increase of 40%, what's going on? The TLDR of it all is, quantity of items from excavated chests is good. Rarity, I'm not exactly sure right now, I need more data. And quantity of artifacts from excavated chests appears to do nothing for splinter count. From what I can tell, splinter chests on their own drop a stack of splinters that can range anywhere from 5 to 8. They also have a fairly small chance to drop a second stack, which combines into the first stack and will result in anywhere from 10 to 16 splinters total. Any remnants you blow up that contribute towards quantity from excavated chests will buff this chance to receive a second stack. And in our spreadsheet, I've been tracking the data from all the splinter chests I've been opening. As you see, the more quantity we pick up in our explosion chain, the higher the likelihood of us hitting that second stack are. It's possible that getting over 100% quantity from excavated chests will result in a third stack, but I haven't seen that happen yet. Now that we've gone over the basics, I'll do a quick rundown of the spreadsheet so we can find out exactly how profitable this was. All right, so we'll quickly dive into the spreadsheet and I'll just go over how I have this set up. So you can click at the top here, this blue link here will let you make a copy of it so you don't have to do it manually. And then you can adjust any of these values if the prices change or whatever. Like let's say Exalted Divine drops to 350, we'll just change it here and it'll be reflected in each of the pages. And it'll change the total values of everything. Right now they're 404, so I'm going to leave that. I just checked the prices, ignore this. This is prices as of 210. And we can scroll down further in the sheet. So all these yellow fields can be adjusted by you if the prices change. So we're looking at 85 exalts per logbook. And then at the top, we have a quick breakdown of just like at a glance. And as you can see, for each logbook, we had a total of 4,075 splinters across 50 logbooks. So each logbook is 81.5 splinters on average. So that's going to be 260 exalts worth of income just from the splinters alone. So you're looking at 175 exalt profit just running the logbook and focusing on splinters. So they're definitely worth running. You like over double your value just in splinters alone. And then you have all this additional currency that can drop from miscellaneous things. So And if you want to see like exactly what dropped in each one of the sets, you can click on the set at the bottom. So set 2, set 3, set 4. These are each sets of 10, and you can see exactly, okay, we got five white waystones here, 5 rare waystones, 771 splinters. On the left, you can see the currency. So we got 1 exalt or 1 alchemy orb, 1 perfect chaos from this run in particular, 25 exalts. So I broke it down so it's very easy to read if you toggle through the spreadsheet here. So you can see our totals. Our totals on the left-hand side is for all 50, and then this on the right-hand side is for 1 logbook out of that 50. So we made 44 divines. We spent 10.5 divines. So our total profit after that 10 was subtracted, we have 33.5 divines worth of profit, which works out to be 13,500 exalts. So that's broken down here, and it's broken down in each set too. If you want to see how profitable each set was and how much that contributes to the total, you can go through the sets at the bottom. As far as the quant and rarity from our remnants that I was talking about earlier, I recorded all the data and threw it into a spreadsheet here. So you can see our chance to get 2 stacks of splinters increases the more quantity we have. So at 80% quantity, we're looking at 83% chance to get 2 stacks. Now, I don't have a whole lot of data in here, but you can kind of at a glance get like, you know, what you should be like approximately expecting when you have that much quantity. So it does seem as if what I said before about it having a chance, like quantity affecting the chance to get a second stack, it does seem like that is true. I would love to have more data, but unfortunately, that also costs time, so I'll definitely do that over time. And then on the rarity side of things, there is not anywhere close to enough data for this. I have to go and just focus on rarity, and I'm not ready to do that right now. It's possible. I don't think rarity does anything, but it's possible that it maybe cuts off the bottom end, so you're less likely to get 5 splinters and you're more likely to get 7 or 8. But like I said, I need more data to confirm that. So that's pretty much it for the spreadsheet. That takes care of everything. Like I said, you can look through it, you can adjust prices, you can see how things go. And yeah, I hope you have luck running logbooks. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Have a good one.